And now let's get some stuff built.
Today's project is we're gonna upgrade the playhouse a little bit. Those bottom plastic rock looking pieces are leaking and the front door is leaking. So we're gonna climb up there and tear those out, put some sheet metal in and fix the door leak hopefully so that it doesn't get wet so she can play in there this winter.
This was a playhouse I got from Craigslist for like $85. Had to go tear it down and pack it up and bring it back. So once I got it back, it took a little more time to put it back together, stand it back up, and get it to where she could play in it. But so here's some of the highlights of that build. As it came along, I worked through a lot of winter on it, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a bit of a mess right now, but because we had to pull a bunch of stuff out to get it from being wet, so we're gonna baskets hanging to keep them dry. And yeah, this is her little playhouse. She does have heat, so it's just a little heater. And then in the summer she has AC, but and then out the back window, look at that view. I mean, who could ask for a better playhouse? Lucky kid, ragamuffins. Welcome to Kalysta's Playland Playhouse. This is the view from off of her deck. Overlooks everything. I used to have our sitting area right here, so we could be out here. She could play. We'd be right outside. And then that's her swimming pool area there. You can see all the way out.
Hi, this is Wynn's song, and my dad's recording me, Leo's behind you,
Yes.
and Wendy's making breakfast.
So what do we got going on over here today?
Over here we have my shelter I'm working on. It's quite messy. My dad didn't think about the branches too much.
No? Well,
On the inside you have a mini table and hang things that you could hang things on. And a rose I made somewhere, if I can find it. I don't know where the rose I made out of Pine County went. But then you got my sitting area over on the side that snowed. Over here it's just wet. It did not snow because of the pine needles I put on top.
yes. And what are you going to do to it today to help things out with it?
Over there there's a big pile of branches I'm going to put on top.
And where do we get this pile of fresh branches?
You guys went into the forest and cut down trees.
For what?
For firewood.
Well, no, this time it was to clear up the road a little bit, and then we put the tree pieces over there, and we're going to use those for more crafting, bush crafting. So, we'll take a look around her shelter here. What kind of shelter would this be?
The lean-to.
A lean-to debris shelter, right? Because you're using random debris to cover it over.
Yeah.
She piled pine straw on it to stop it. Now she's going to add some fresh green browse over the top to cover it in, right?
Yeah, I think it's this side done. That's why it snowed.
Yep, snowed in where she didn't cover it. So, and the quail like this too, right?
Yeah, but I took out the two. I moved that branch and I took that branch out of the front for my sitting area on the outside. And then over here, you have the fireplace, which right now it's all snowed in.
Yeah, it got snowed over this little fire pit.
It took me almost 45 minutes to create.
Yes.
I had to collect all these rocks.
Uh-huh. And then the deer have been coming in the yard, have they?
Yeah, there's
There's some deer tracks right here.
Right here, see?
Yep, right here. Yep. You're good at spotting tracks. What's deer, what's coyote, and what's Bella?
I know what Bella is. She has the big paws.
Yeah, and the coyotes have?
Teeny paws.
Yep, and then you have Rocky Paws. Good old Rocky Dog. So yeah, she's going to be working on that today while I work on that today. Getting all the plastic finished up so we can stay warm. So, this is Callista's debris shelter, brush shelter, just a little lean-to shelter. And look at that. How you doing today, ponies? Yeah, you're awfully little, ponies. You got Strawberry hanging out too. So, but yeah, for the most part, other than that spot where she hasn't finished, in the back over there, this side didn't get snow. That side got a little snow. So it's looking pretty good. Not bad for her little shelter, for her play. Of course, she's got a giant playhouse still, so this is just her play toy. Again, Callista's Playland. Quite the playland indeed. Gathered a couple tools already. My tool bag, my drill, coffee, of course, saw, some liquid nails, some caulk. I gotta grab more caulk. But the next thing on our list is sheet metal. So, of course, I don't have a way to go buy stuff for this. But we did have an old camper out here that we've been tearing apart. Right here. And we're going to go out here, take some of this sheet metal that's laying on the ground. There go the doves. Got about 4 or 5 resident doves. Yeah, it's an old camper. It's falling apart. We're slowly getting it tore apart and down. We've got a window here we're going to use eventually. We were able to salvage that. Most of it has collapsed. And then here's some more of the windows in metal. This actually broke. But here's these strips. You can use some of this one and that one. I've got the caulk. This is some clear I bought. And I've been holding on to. It's actually for the house, but we're going to use it on the playhouse. I got the sheet metal up here. Should be enough for what I'm replacing today. Don't believe I'll be replacing these back pieces, but I will be making a seal under that edge. And I don't think I'll be replacing this side piece. Neither one of these leak in. It's just the ones on the actual deck themselves. And yeah. Alright, let's measure off 33 inches twice for 66. See if we can fit it onto this one. So here's our 66. So I know I can do 33 twice. So alright, 32, 33. Alright, make that little first cut. Now we'll cut it off. This is not real easy one-handed. So these are the pieces I'm talking about here. Down below, take these ones off, and that one there, and then the door's leaking. So you can see the ice right here along the door jamb. This whole door jamb's leaking. It's going to be coming up and being caulked along the edge. So you see the floor is frozen from the water coming in and freezing. So I gotta get this fixed. So let's get some stuff done. Alright, first piece is out. So you can see the insulation behind it. Her playhouse is insulated. Summertime we air condition it. I mean, spoiled rotten. Gotta love her though. So put these two pieces up and use them on another application later on. Who knows what. So I've got that side in. I've got that side in. So tomorrow we're going to come out and we'll work on the doorway. So for right now, got the heater going inside. We're going to pull the door shut and start trying to dry this area. So I can pull that board up, put a new piece in, and seal it all the way across the bottom. And figure out some sort of cover to go over it. And then the other one, we've got to get out. Oop. Broke that one a little bit. So, and you can see the insulation once again. And down under here is where it's leaking, places like that. And so we're going to be filling those gaps, drilling some relief holes. So get these gaps filled and caulk it all, drill some relief holes. For any water that shows up, can go down underneath. Okay. All times. One side in place. Really got the bottom screwed down. Got some caulk underneath of that, and I'll add these screws back in there, and the side's done. Not real pretty till we paint it. Deal for the door. I've put one piece that's angled on the bottom, 45 a 2x2, and then I put the other one over top of it. And the water comes down, will go off of this one and also down off of that one, and I've got all of that caulked along the bottom. We've added some new plates to the bottom, pieces of aluminum off another camper, and we caulked those down and behind, so this front side shouldn't leak. Added a few relief holes to let some water out if it does start to build up, so see how it works. So I did also add some railings to that. We'll be extending this over here. She doesn't use this side currently, especially in the winter, but we put those up because it might be icy, so she doesn't slide off. A couple of branches. Now she's got railings all the way covered.
Bye!
Have a good day.
Morning, ladies. Lacey headed off by herself there. So this is the group. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So the black ones are the silkies. Or fancies, I guess. No, fancies there, and I still use fancies because they got green and black. They call them fancy. Indian daughter. So, good morning, Sly. Your tail's looking much better. Much, much better this morning, Sly. So, yeah. Well, good morning. Thank you. So, yep. Good old chicken mornings. I come down here and feed these guys every morning. They're always happy in the morning. It's later in the evening when they don't want to go in. Good day, chickens.